Hey guys, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Unlimited as we have a massive update to the TNA sale. Now, as of right now, everybody involved within TNA that knows anything going on with the sale says it is all 100% Dixie's fault, that nothing has happened yet, and that the sale has become extra complicated. The company needs $600,000 just to run this weekend's Bound for Glory pay-per-view and the upcoming set of TV tapings. Now, what makes everything difficult and complicated is that Dixie still owns 70% of the TNA company, and essentially she has final say, 100% final say on who she sells to. One source told the Wrestling Observer newsletter that they felt Aerolux had finalized a deal to buy the company last week, but then that fell through. Then they felt that Billy Corgan had everything set in stone and ready to go to buy the company this past weekend, and that as well has fallen through and didn't happen. If the company is bought by either Aerolux or Billy Corgan, both sides want Dixie Carter gone, away, no longer associated whatsoever, not even 1% with the company. Now, if Aerolux buys the company, they also don't want John Gaburik, who is like Dixie's right-hand man, to be associated with the company as well. They said that he's been doing some things and saying things that they don't want associated with their company. Now, keeping on the topic of John Gaburik, he is the one that actually brought in WWE and has gotten the interest from WWE to buy TNA. Now, why would he do this? Why would he want WWE to buy TNA, all well and good knowing that TNA won't stay afloat if WWE buys? Because he feels if WWE buys TNA, then they're going to evaluate the company, look who works for them and everything. And he's just got a feeling of, well, if WWE buys, maybe I can get a job with them like I had in the past. Maybe I can go back and work for the WWE. Well, there is a rumor going around. I don't know how true this one is, but there's a rumor going around saying that if WWE is the company to buy TNA, we already know they only want the tape library and maybe a couple talent contracts. But this rumor does go on to say that if WWE buys TNA, they will be free of the debt, and that would actually stay with Dixie. Now, I don't know exactly how this is possible and how this would all work out, but Dixie would essentially need to pay the debt, which is owed to both Aerolux and Billy Corgan. There are some little investors here and there that's owed money, but the big two factors in the debt would be Aerolux and Corgan. Now, along with WWE on that topic, if it is said that they have lowballed TNA pretty much. They've sent them and they've offered them the lowest offer of anybody. And there's been a couple other offers outside of Aerolux and Billy Corgan as well. But the feeling is that WWE is the last ditch effort. WWE is the straw that broke camel's back, if you want to say. Because if they don't get someone to buy essentially by tomorrow, the pay-per-view and the tapings are not going to happen. They're going to be breach of contract with Pop TV, with the television in the UK, and with the television in India. If they're breach of contract, then those three networks can all essentially say, you know what? You didn't give us any new live content. We're dropping you on the spot. Now, where WWE's money comes in on this, it's the fact of, okay, Dixie sells to WWE. The company's no longer her responsibility. The company's no longer afloat pretty much because WWE would just shut it down. So the TV deals don't matter to her anymore. So it's like I said, a fact of if the company's wanting to stick around, they have to do something by tomorrow to keep the TV companies happy, to keep the talent happy, to keep the sponsors happy. And essentially, like I said, if WWE buys it, none of that matters. It's just whatever WWE wants to do with the company. Now, there is a rumor going around also that I'm going to debunk right here. They're saying that people that work for TNA that are already set to fly out essentially, I think tomorrow for the pay-per-view, their flights have been canceled and their airplane tickets have been revoked. That's not true. Nothing along those lines have happened. If something like that is going to happen, it probably won't happen till late Friday or Saturday. As of right now, the company is running with the intent to run the Bound for Glory pay-per-view and the TV tapings this week, but it's in the back of everybody's mind as far as, is it actually gonna happen? Now, if Billy Corgan takes over, he wants to rebrand the entire company. He wants to essentially change the name, change the way the company is broadcasted as far as the look of the television show. And he has even said that he wants to give it an old school ECW feel. Now, here's the problem. The company doesn't make much money off of TV right now. They're on Pop TV. They make money a little bit off of the Indian TV, the TV out in India. But if he wants to make money off this company, he's going to need to get a new TV deal. And he can't right now because the Pop TV deal doesn't expire till April, where Pop can come and cancel them at any time. TNA can't just leave the company. When a TV company signs on a show or a sport or something, they put it in the contract, if you're not performing well, we can drop you. But you can't leave us until the contract is essentially fulfilled. So that's where it all stands right now. TNA needs $600,000 to run this week's set of tapings and pay-per-view. Dixie owns 70%. She has final say on who buys the company, and she's made things complicated. Both Aerolux and Billy Corgan want the company and want to keep it running. WWE essentially only wants it for the video library, maybe a couple little things here and there like the contracts of certain wrestlers, and a deal needs to be made by tomorrow. If any more news does come up on the sale of TNA, we will bring it to you on Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Remember, guys, comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, and subscribe here on YouTube.